Hello, everyone, and welcome to the EGF. It is week 14, and it's Tuesday, which means we got some Super Smash Brothers action for you. I'm your host, Soy. Joining me at the desk is Dara. Dara, how's it going?
I'm doing great, friend. I hope everything is well with you. I'm excited to be able to cast with you again. Haven't been able to do so the past couple of weeks. And yeah, I'm excited just to see some of the players and some of the schools that we're going to be jumping into today. What do we have lined up? We're going to be starting with Canisius going up against... Wait. Am I the going to play the spreadsheet?
No, you're right. We got Canisius versus DePaul to kick off the day.
Canisius versus DePaul, and we're going to be facing KC going up against Icaro. Now, these are two tags that we've seen here quite a little bit. Wouldn't be able to tell you Icaro plays, but KC we have actually seen on stream here a couple of times, like pretty consistently on the first stream for the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, Casey is the resident Pikachu main for Canisius and the team captain. So starting off with one of the heavy hitters and in an important game because these two teams actually, I mean, for Canisius, they're sitting in the middle of the standings. They could really use a win here against DePaul, who has been on a tear. They are currently ranked number 1 in the EGF. Wow. And so this is a big matchup for both of these teams. Icaro, Bayonetta, and Casey's Pikachu on Town and City to start.
This is an interesting place to start for the first game. I feel like it's going to be very difficult for both of these characters to sort of get in on one another on the stage. There's so much space. They also tend to move around a lot of each other's space, and I don't know, I feel like this is going to be like a very slow, very patient match.
Yeah, on top of that too, it seems pretty even off the start. As you can tell, kind of stage control going to be a huge factor as well. Both of these characters, I feel like they can kind of blow each other up at any point, but I mean, not really able to find a good opening. As you can tell, the percent's still pretty even.
Yeah, but right now Casey does have stage control. He's going to be looking for that F smash. Icaro just simply jumps over it. Both of them jumping in place and backing off at the exact same time. Nobody willing to interact in that position. Casey, I love that wait. He went through the quick attack and then just waited to see Icaro's next option, but they just ended up trading.
Ooh, unable to get the tech underneath the stage, so Icaro able to take that first stock, and at 99%, this is kill percent, but it's still not going to be easy to find unless he finds the Thunder. Not going to be able to find it off the top of the screen, so Icaro survives for now.
Yeah, Casey had the right idea, but did not actually get the spike hitbox, was not able to lead Icaro into the full hit, and just like that, Icaro starting to get a little something going. Casey actually able to aggressively mash out of it. Excellent spot dodge, but no punish, and I have to say, Casey is fishing for this kill at the ledge a little bit too much right now.
He's eating a ton of percent for it. Look, 66 already. And that is a lot for a light character like Pikachu. Ooh, I like the wait there after that first move was thrown out to see what defensive option Casey would do, but not able to follow it up, just taking notes for now. But look at all this percent, and again, maybe off the top of the screen. No, he's going to survive. Not going to die off the top quite yet.
Yeah, no, that was a suspiciously high ceiling, though. That time does go for the... Okay. That was a little bit suspect DI. It seemed as though Icaro was DIing for up throw, trying to DI back and away from that, but you should not be dying to Pikachu's back throw at that at that point in the stage. That just that was a little bit funky in my opinion. But able to get the drag down now into the down smash. KC going for it all, but Icaro so clever to just continue to recover high.
And the other part of that too, that platform getting in the way, even if he landed the spike, it would not have got him underneath that platform. But just like that, still fairly even. Casey has to play very careful. That 133, one strong hit at anything will probably do it. That being said, dash attack not going to be able to connect.
It's Bayonetta. Never underestimate her ability to not take the stock. But Pikachu able to get the F smash at ledge. That move is so disjointed, it's so big. The sweet spot kills you really early. The silent spot might even do it at high percents too. Casey so yeah, Icaro not able to live that. Oh geez. That was a little bit of an interesting interaction what happened there. I guess Casey got a little bit scared, tried to fast fall out and away, and then maybe try to double jump up B. Maybe they didn't have the double jump available to them. Let's go take a look. So they get back thrown. They lose stage. And then, it's possible that at that moment they got the double jump clipped. When as soon as they got shot by Bayonetta. And Casey just plummeted.
Yeah, the guns, I think, clipped him out of that up B and ate his recovery, as you said. And then I'm actually kind of surprised Bayonetta still couldn't recover from... I mean, that is pretty low down on the stage, but...
It's Bayo, you know.
It is Bayo.
Yeah,
that
Bayo
being said,
has the ability to just come back from the depths of hell. It's unbelievable.
I know there is a trick or something along the lines of you can get your jump back after the first side B, something along those lines. I don't know the exact input, but regardless, that air dodge not being able to get him back to ledge. So Casey takes game 1 by a stock, so he'll earn a point for his team. And I have a quick side note for you. These two teams have actually played before. It was way back in week number 1.
Wow.
And the final score, 19-10. The set count was 2-3. So DePaul, this is a closer matchup for them. And so I feel like for the Griffs, they're starting off with a player like Casey so that they can get an early lead for themselves and hopefully for them clutch this out. But, game 1 is just a start.
Yeah, absolutely. You seem to be much more acquainted with the numbers, which honestly is extremely appreciated. You're always able just to come in with a little bit of sauce, and I just nod my head and say yeah. Opening off so strong can definitely be a really big play to make, but it's just important, like especially in a 5v5 crew battle, that you don't keep maybe some of your most consistent or strongest skewed to one side. So hopefully the rest of Canisius, they're able just to sort of keep up with the pace that Casey is opening off with, because then that could just be a lot of momentum. Going into game number 2, I feel like both of these players did a really good job this game. The biggest issue, of course, was the fact that neither of them were too willing to initiate or pressure one another sometimes. Nobody really wanted to commit, and then they just these are not characters that can get stocks particularly easy, right? And towards the end, especially, Icaro was never the one to be taking the stocks first.
Yeah, just towards the end of those stocks, as you said, it was Casey who was able to really find the finishing blow. But I do want to point out, though, they both, when players went in, when they got those combos going, they ate a ton of percent for it. I mean, I'm thinking back to Casey's second stock where he went from, I think, 0 to about 80 before he finally got a hit onto Icaro, and then vice versa. Icaro took nearly 100% just from a couple interactions here or there, just losing neutral once or twice.
Yep, more than anything as well. We really just saw Pikachu be able to get a lot of confirms that were able to actually send Icaro off stage a little bit. But more often than not, Icaro was able to put on a lot of percent as well. But either they dropped the finishers or perhaps Pikachu just sort of ended up falling out of a lot of hits, which made a lot of things super difficult here. So having a much more consistent advantage there, Casey was able to not only maximize a lot of the damage output, but then gain stage control as a result. Icaro, it seemed like they weren't almost finished chewing their food sometimes.
Yeah, and on top of that too, just the way game 1 kind of ended also, I feel like took away any momentum because it felt very back and forth, and then all of a sudden to lose off an SD after just having it be very close for the most part. I feel like the momentum for at least for Casey on the winning side, you just gotta you take your win, but you don't necessarily feel good about it.
Just gotta hold it. That's an each group competition. It happens. So it's just up to the opponent to be able to shake that off as fast as possible, and it's up to whoever is on, I guess, the positive receiving end, just to be able to say, hey, I got it, but maybe I won't get so lucky the next game. I can't necessarily rely on my opponent being able to do that. So not really sure actually what the holdup in between games is, because I have to say they are certainly taking their time jumping in.
Interesting. So we're getting word that they were testing some connection issues momentarily, looking into some connection issues, but it looks like we're going to be getting back into the match here now between Icaro and Casey. Game number 2. Again, if Casey takes this match, that will be the set. Icaro has to win this to extend this first set, and it looks like we'll be running it back to Town and City.
Yeah, they're gonna be going right back to Town City, and like again, it's not like a stage that favored either of them particularly well. But wow, Casey already getting 3 consecutive back airs, getting a bunch of stage control, tries to go for it all after the down tilt. I love the attempt, but Casey's advantage state, especially his corner pressure, is so strong.
Already off to about a 30% lead. And now the battle for stage control once again. Another back air landing. Ooh, which time though could lead to something. No, but the up tilt's not connecting.
Yeah, Icaro was unfortunately not in the position to be able to connect that. Tries to reset it with the falling neutral leg, but just like that, again, Casey ends up landing back onto the stage, resetting the situation with Icaro. Ooh, really good witch time on the T-Jolt, just sort of stopping Casey's advance. And just really like throwing him off his feet.
And to be able to catch Pikachu out of T-Jolt, I mean, I think Casey only threw out 1, which is why he was able to do it, but still, impressive stuff. That being said, oh no, is that gonna kill? No, he's not gonna, he's gonna survive that. I've seen that kill before, and that's a strange one to get, but roughly even now, and still both characters sitting at kill percentage.
Yeah, but in general, like, when you're a character like Pikachu, like Mario, you have to be so careful about the way that you do use those T-Jolts. At that point in time, Casey was not establishing that he was going to go for T-Jolt in that position at all. Icaro was not ready for it. He was not ready to witch time it. But if you keep trying to initiate with T-Jolt, those are 3 witch times, Bayonetta could get so much off of it. So you have to be much more hesitant to use it in the matchup against her.
A stock off of both characters, both sitting at low percents. Trading forward smash there with down air, an awkward one, but still, all those, I mean, this is dead even. Look at those percentages. It is trade for trade, combo for combo right now.
Wow, that was the 3rd hit of F-tilt, and Icaro was able to get an up B off of it. That was a little bit new for me. I think Casey was just not expecting that at all. You know, he sort of double jumped away from there. Ends up quick attacking back onto the stage. Icaro able to get a grab, tries to go through the down smash lead. Was not able to find it. Icaro has the right idea, but now fishing for the kill a little bit too much. Casey found his opening to get back in.
And I think you can kind of tell that Casey is hunting for some of these spiking moves. That first hit of Thunder, the down air. You can tell he wants to spike this character off the bottom, but Icaro has played smart and is wise to it and is not allowing for those openings. Ooh, that up smash traded?
Yeah, that was like a little bit of a bizarre hit. Like, Casey was only able to get like the back last hit of it rather than the pop-up. But at that point, F-Tilt is not going to be able to do it quite yet. Icaro, no punish on the Skull Bash either, overcommitting to the guns at that position. This is still anybody's stock to take, but I have to say, Pikachu is definitely the favored one to be able to take it before the Bea. You can tell has to get like a... Oh.
Ooh, good air dodge! And he's going to die to dash attack, though, but that was smart play there from Casey. And you can kind of tell he's hunting for a kill move. He threw out a couple of those dash attacks, and Pikachu's dash attack, surprisingly strong. Doesn't feel like a kill move when it hits you, but it does a lot of knockback.
Absolutely. Gets the back throw. Tries to go for the T-Jolt Gimp, not able to find it quite yet. Really good patience from Icaro off stage. Just waits it all out, but that time does find the drag down there into the up smash, able to close out that stock. And yeah, completely even game.
44 quick percent racked up onto Casey. Playing around these platforms. Doesn't have his jump, I believe, so he'll have...
Oh my gosh. What just happened?
Special to recover. This is dangerous now.
Icaro just did heel slide twice into F smash. I haven't seen anything quite like that. Just chased him from stage to stage.
I mean, here's another look at it. 2 heel slides and then miss tech into forward smash.
I would have missed that tech too. That's not one of those I was expecting to be able to land at all.
Here's another look at it. You absolutely don't expect it. And then just the recognition that he missed the tech and to follow it up with that forward smash. Good stuff to Icaro. That was a clean, I mean, JV2 was 0% on that last stock. So with that, the score will be tied up at 1 apiece entering game 3.
Wow, that setup just kind of lives in my head rent free right now. I have never seen. Yeah, that was like a little bit silly, honestly. Because like Bayonetta's heel slide, you know, that's a move that can definitely pop you up. You know, be able to like convert off of it into things like up B. But that was like such an odd angle to be sent at as well. You know, it's yeah. It's not the direction that you expect to be going against Bayonetta at all. You know, usually you expect the follow-up. You don't necessarily expect to be tech chased right from that position. So I have to say, just Icaro's, you know, creativity with his options there was just really on point.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, that last stock, it was dead even to start. I think there was only about a 2% difference, and then all of a sudden one combo was all it took to get Casey off stage, and then the second he did, that 2 heel slide combo happens, and your stock is just gone. I mean, Pikachu is a light character too. Pikachu died at, what, 75% there?
It was at the edge of the stage against Bayo's F smash, yeah. You know, even if it was like anybody else, you know, plenty of characters would have also died in that position. So for game number 3, you know, we're going to be seeing Casey with the stage advantage here. You know, Pikachu's, they would obviously like to go for something like Final Destination, something like Kalos, where they have the ability to play defensively and play back a little bit, but then just get so much mileage off of drag down nair to follow up. So it'll be interesting to see where Casey opts to.
Picks and bans are coming through. FD and Kalos and Smashville all banned by DePaul. And
probably some excellent bans. Yeah, no, you really just don't want to be going FD Kalos against Pikachu. Just about any time.
Yeah, just as you mentioned, those stages definitely beneficial to Pikachu. It looks like we'll be running it to Pokemon Stadium 2 for our final match here. I mean, that's a stage that I mean, we often joke that's just Starterville, right? That's you have to know that stage if you're gonna, you know, play in a competitive environment. But here we go. Match number 3 of set number 1. Winner of this wins the set, gets those bonus points, and takes the lead. And here we go. Casey on the Pikachu once more, and Icaro's Bayonetta.
Right now we just see Casey dashing back and forth, really looking for something with an up air, but Link step back here, tries to go follow it up with a forward air, is not able to find it. Icaro retorting with his own 29% with just a couple of ABKs. Ooh, right now getting a neutral air. I like that little bit of weight and patience on the platform. Icaro was waiting for Casey's next option. Found his opportunity to land. That down air really covered Casey's exact space, but the issue is just Icaro was in no position to be able to connect it.
And Icaro seems to be doing a very good job of just keeping their own space, throwing out these, single jump nairs and double jump nairs, and it's making approaching very difficult for Casey, I think.
Yeah, for sure. You know, Pikachu doesn't really have the strength to be able to contest a lot of Bayonetta's hits like that, and you can't really be playing so reservedly with T-Jolt. So it's just going to be up to Casey just to sit and shield and play really, really patiently out of that beautiful recovery stall, able just to mix the momentum up off stage and make themselves really ambiguous and hard to hit.
Nearly a full 100% up is Icaro. Casey has to play so careful. That could have been the stock for Icaro. I think that was the start of either down air or nair, but the back air connecting, saving Casey's stock for now. Couldn't approach after that witch time, and you can tell he's playing a lot carefully now.
I love the way that Casey is playing right now. Just sort of playing grounded and out of shield, and that's exactly how you have to be playing against Bayonetta. Because this is a character who, you know what, she punishes jumps, she calls out you hops. And Casey was noticing how he was getting hit as a result.
First stock down off of that down air. 75% on Icaro, and maybe a little bit of extra credit. 45 already on that second stock. And Casey's up Bs are coming up pretty early, but have not really been punished.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those things that are like really difficult to react to, really difficult to punish. In general, Casey just needs to be able to find any way to be able to take the stock out. You can't really be challenging Bayonetta's ABK. You know, very few characters really have the disjoint to be able to deal with that. Really good patience from Casey. Icaro tried to land a little bit too aggressively.
I also like that idea of the Thunder not connecting on Pikachu, but just throwing it off stage because of the way Bayonetta's recovery can work. It was a good idea to cover, but Icaro quickly able to snap to ledge. That being said, some dangerous play on the ledge here, and now you can tell Casey's starting to be very careful again, but he is going to find that stock off the F smash. 74%. That's not a whole lot in terms of these combos that have been happening. That's maybe a spike? No, he's going to be able to make it back.
No, not quite yet. Yeah, Icaro was able to space that last hitbox of Uppy so well. Still hitting Casey while he's hanging onto the stage. Casey dashing back and forth, anticipating the air dodge, perhaps back onto the stage, and not the platform. Ooh. Oh, I don't like that stutter. Ooh, that lag was not amazing.
Little suspect, but for now, about a 35% lead, and Casey sitting at that kill percent. He knows he's got to continue to play this careful game. Sent back off stage now.
Again, you know, Casey just, with all those recovery stalls off stage, going to be missing the tech there once again. Right now, Icaro sitting at a pretty confident lead, and just playing back, you know, trying to force Casey to approach him.
I mean, at 62%, Casey's got his work cut out for him on this last stock. Going to be able to find the forward air. Can't find the Thunder. He's been searching for that all game, it feels like, and none of them have been able to connect.
Once again, like dashing back and forth and waiting and shield. But at this point, you know, Casey has already seen that Icaro doesn't really want to be committing. Casey's going to have to start going for a couple of safe pokes on top of all of that, like, really defensive and passive play. But Sweet Spot F Smash is going to be able to clean it up. Casey now bringing the stock count back to even. Icaro went for something cheeky. I don't know what Icaro was trying to hit, but man, that option felt like a little dirty.
Wanted the spike off of that down smash, and Casey sitting at 92%. Icaro barely anything on him, 17, but again, combo characters, they can be made up very quickly. Finds that forward tilt, cuts it in half. This should be a throw. No, actually going to be able to mash out of it.
Ooh, right now, Casey with the stage control once again has the right idea, just standing under the platform, maybe trying to catch Bayonetta, landing on top of it. Icaro going to be charging a couple of guns, forces Casey to burn that jump of his. I like that patience. No, he waited. He was like, yeah, I know you're going to try to press another button. And you know what? Casey did.
Oh, no, the neutral get-up. Icaro reads it with the F smash, and that is it. DePaul takes set number 1.
Yeah, Casey, I mean, this game, you know, he was really starting to make it back towards the end once again. But, like, the biggest issue, like, you know, Icaro was able to be the one to first clean up those stocks. He was able to find a lot of those F smashes, get a lot of those reads. I really like the way that he was, you know, sitting in shield and waiting a little bit. But with that being said, we are going to quickly call it to a break. And just between this set, we'll be back with the next one momentarily, so stay tuned. I'll see you guys in a little bit.